Today's video is all about nursing on the go. I feel like sometimes as breastfeeding moms, we can feel stuck at home just because we don't know the best way to nurse on the go. So today I'm going to show you 8 different ways that you can nurse on the go, whether that be a quick trip to the park or a flight across the world. These are the ways that are going to help you get out of the house and feel confident to breastfeed while traveling. The first breastfeeding support that we're going to talk about today is the Tush Baby. The Tush Baby is a hip carrier that can work all the way from your newborn days up to your toddler years. I still use it with my toddler and it honestly is such an amazing support. So today we're going to talk about how to use the Tush Baby while you are nursing on the go. So the Tush Baby, like I mentioned, is a hip carrier. So essentially it's just this long strap that you're going to wrap around your waist. And it's got Velcro along the side so you can size it exactly how you need it. And so for nursing on the go, I will put it a little higher up than typical and then make sure it's super tight and secure. It even comes with this, what is this called? With this buckle to just make sure that nothing is unsecure while you're nursing or holding your baby. So with the Tush Baby, I'm going to swivel it around in front of me. Now I am going to show you how I nurse my baby. For reference, she is 3 months old and 13 pounds right now. I'm going to show you how I nurse my baby in the cradle position. Here is my cute little assistant today. This is my little daughter. She is 3 months old, like I mentioned, and 13 pounds. So I'm going to show you how we nurse on the go using the Tush Baby. So there are essentially 2 different ways that you can do it. The first way is having the Tush Baby hold most of their weight of their upper body, or you can have the Tush Baby hold the weight of their lower body. So let's first demonstrate how the Tush Baby is going to hold their top upper body. So I'm going to swivel her to me and have her belly to my chest. And then the Tush Baby is supporting most of her upper body. And I, of course, have a hold of her head and her feet as well. And then what I'll usually do is kind of cradle her feet like this. And then, obviously, oh, it's okay. And then I will pull, obviously, my shirt down and then have her latch. What I prefer to do is have both of her hands around my breast, and then I will latch her right here. Now, let's try the second approach where the Tush Baby is holding most of her lower body. For me, this is actually my method that I prefer. So I'm going to swivel the Tush Baby just a little bit to the other side of my body. I'm going to turn her so her belly is to my chest and have the Tush Baby supporting most of her lower body. I'll cross my arm like this, support her neck and head, have her arms both around my breast, and then I'll have her latch. Another benefit of using the Tush Baby in a nursing on-the-go setting is you can also use it as a place for your baby to sit while you need to burp them. So I'll swivel her like this. She's very interested in the camera right now, so she just wants to watch. So then I'll support her neck. Obviously, I'm not gripping her neck, just right underneath her chin. And then with my other hand, I'm going to pat her back. The Tush Baby is really nice for on-the-go nursing because you don't have to be sitting down and nursing. You can be standing, you can be walking, you can be running after your toddler. There's so many different ways that you can use the Tush Baby as your nursing on-the-go breastfeeding support. The next breastfeeding support that we're going to be talking about is using a wrap to nurse on the go. This wrap that I have is from Lolo Baby, but there's so many different wraps out there on the market. This is just the one that I have, and I personally do really love it. So there's a lot of different ways that you can put your baby inside of a wrap and nurse her. Whether you want her to be in an upright position or a cradle position, all of these different ways will vary. I'm going to show you my favorite way to nurse in the cradle position using a wrap. I love baby. I'm going to show you in the cradle position how I'm going to nurse her using this wrap. And then once I have her here, she can nurse and I can latch her. And for additional support, I can also use this bottom strap. And just like that. and then have her latch right here and have both of her arms around my breast. My little one was getting fussy, so we are going to use my new assistant here. There are so many different ways that you can feed your baby by using a wrap. I personally love just having them cradle carry, and then I just kind of wrap this around them like this, and then I'll have them use their arms, put both hands around the breast, and then for added support, you can also take the strap underneath and wrap it around baby, and it's an easy way to nurse on the go. The benefit of using a wrap when traveling and nursing your baby on the go is that it is so lightweight and easy to pack. It's easy to throw in the car, it's easy to throw into a diaper bag. You're going to be using it as a wrap anyways to feed your baby, so why bring another breastfeeding support if you can just use this to do 2 jobs? We are working smarter, not harder this year. Plus, a lot of moms and their babies find this wrap very comforting, so it's great to nurse on the go. Another way that you can nurse on the go by using a breastfeeding support is by using a ring sling. The ring slings are really nice to travel with just because they're so lightweight. They're easy to throw in a diaper bag if you're gonna take a flight. They're easy to throw in the back of the car if you're gonna take a road trip. They don't take up a ton of space. They're very comfortable, and you can use them in many different ways, whether that be an actual ring sling to carry your baby or nurse your baby on the go. You can use it as a cover. You can use it as you can also use it as a blanket. There's just so many different ways that you can use a ring sling, which is why it makes a great option for breastfeeding on the go. You can have them latch and feed while they're in the upright position. I'm sorry, my baby needed a nap. But essentially what you're gonna wanna have them do is sit a little bit lower, make sure they're still in that M shape so they're in a deep-seated position. Then you'll have them latch. I don't have this come up over her neck, so that way she can pull away if she needs to be done feeding. And I just use my hand to support the back of her head and neck. The next breastfeeding support that we're going to talk about is using a structured carrier. I really love the Ergo baby carriers. This is the Breeze and this is their newborn carrier. So let's demonstrate on the Omni Breeze. So once you have the carrier on and your baby is inside of the carrier, what you're going to want to do most likely is you're going to have to lower it just a little bit. And once the carrier is lower, you can have them latch. The advantage of using a structured carrier as a breastfeeding support is that if you're going to a destination where you're going to be doing a lot of hiking or a lot of walking anyway, and your baby prefers a carrier, it is the perfect way to save a little space in your checked bags or your carry-on bags and just use the same carrier that you're going to use to carry your baby to nurse your baby with. Another benefit of using a structured carrier like this, if you wear it onto the plane, they are not going to ask you any questions if they're going to count it as an extra item or anything like that because it is on your body. So it's a way that you can save a little bit of extra room in your checked bag if you just wear it onto the plane. Also, if your little one deals with any reflux issues, we know that feeding a baby in an upright position can help with that. So this is an ideal way to nurse your baby on the go if they are dealing with reflux. Another breastfeeding support that can help you with nursing on the go is the Lolo Baby. Now the Lolo Baby is fairly new and it's a unique product that will help you nurse your baby while standing up and walking, doing whatever you need to at the same time. This is the size of the Lolo Baby, so it can definitely fit in a diaper bag. And I do love that it comes with this carrying case. Now I've already taken it out once, so it was a lot nicer when it arrived, but essentially you can fold it up and put it back into this case whenever you need to. So you'll see like this pillow shelf and then this strap that goes around your waist that has Velcro on it. And then a wrap that will go around your shoulders. That's this nice soft material. And you're just going to want to drape the fabric across your shoulders and then have them cross in the back and then come around and tie underneath the pillow. Just like that. Some advantages of using the Lolo Baby when nursing on the go is that it is very comfortable. And it also does provide a little bit of coverage, whether that be coverage for you and your own privacy wants, or sometimes you just have a distracted eater and they themselves need to have a little bit of coverage so they're not trying to look all around and latch on and off the entire time. The Lolo Baby will work for babies 8 pounds up to 15 pounds. It's a nice way that you can use both of your hands. So if you're in the airport and you're needing to grab your passport or boarding pass or chase after an older sibling, this is a great breastfeeding support to consider. The next breastfeeding support that we're going to be talking about is this portable Boppy Pillow. We all know and love our Boppy nursing pillows, but this is their smaller, portable, on-the-go option. It does have these straps attached to either end, so that way you can tie it around your waist, or if you are traveling via airplane, you can just put it around your neck while you're boarding the flight as your neck pillow. Did I say neck weird?
Neck pillow.
Did I say pillow weird? Neck pillow. Anyways, so like I said, it does have these straps that you wrap around your waist and you just tie behind you. And then you can easily slide and position this how you want, whether you're nursing on the right or the left with your baby. Now, some of the pros of using a Boppy Pillow is if you use a Boppy Pillow at home, the full-size version, this is going to be very comfortable to you and your baby because it's so familiar. Another pro of using this portable on-the-go solution is that it is smaller, so it will take up less space than your full-size Boppy. The disadvantage that I have found is that I cannot find a cover to put over top of this, which would be so nice because then you could take the cover off and throw it into the washing machine when you got home or to your destination. The other disadvantage of using one of these types of solutions is that you will need to be seated in order to nurse your baby. Now, another breastfeeding support that you can bring with you is just your good old Boppy Pillow. Now, some of the advantages of traveling with your full-size Boppy Pillow is it is comfortable. Both you and your baby are familiar with it. It is full size, so it can support a growing baby. And perhaps my favorite part is that you can get a removable cover with your Boppy. It just has a zipper right here, so you can easily take on and off this cover. This is especially handy when you're flying via airplane and you want to take the cover off, throw it in the wash after you get off the airplane just to get all those airport germs off of the pillow. Now, some of the disadvantages of traveling with a full-size pillow is obviously it is big. It is a lot to take with you. Now, if you're traveling via a car, just like on a road trip, this is going to be a little bit easier to take with you instead of traveling on a plane. I have definitely brought this with me as we have road tripped, and I've had a little bit of extra space in the back seat. I guess you can even use it as a neck pillow when you're boarding the airplane if you want. Another disadvantage of using this as your breastfeeding support is that you will need to be in a seated position, unlike our other breastfeeding supports where you could be standing and walking around. Now, the next option for a breastfeeding support while you're traveling is this inflatable breastfeeding pillow. It has a strap that attaches and connects. It even has this raised backrest. Now, some of the advantages of using an inflatable breastfeeding travel pillow is that it is convenient to take with you because it packs down very small. Also, this pillow is a lot wider than some of the other options that I've shown you. So if you have a larger or chunkier baby, this gives them a little bit extra added support. Now, some of the disadvantages of traveling with this pillow is that it does take a little bit of time to inflate. Not very long at all, but it does take a little time. So if you have a baby who wakes up and is hungry immediately, you will need to take a few extra moments to inflate this pillow before being able to breastfeed them. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos about traveling with babies and toddlers.